Good morning. Today is February 10th, 2026. It is 7:01 a.m. And today, the first thing on my mind is a doctor's appointment that I have in the morning. I just finished writing out a list of all my symptoms, and it was a bit concerning how quickly I could fill out an entire page. I think because my health has deteriorated over a long period of time, I never really noticed or paid attention to how bad it was actually getting. I've only been to the doctors like once or twice for myself in the last 10 years, maybe longer. One of those was to get immunizations or shots and stuff before going on a trip to Vietnam, and I was actually supposed to go twice more, but when I got back, but I didn't. And the other time was when I got the referral to a rheumatologist and got diagnosed for an autoimmune disease. But honestly, I don't feel like the autoimmune disease is the cause of all this. Or I feel like there's something else at play, and maybe it triggered the autoimmune disease, right? But when I go through the list and I look at when did this symptom first appear, a lot of it is actually earlier than I expected, or earlier than I remembered. And I don't know, it feels like I'm trying to solve a puzzle with half the pieces. So I can only see, I can tell what the overall image is, but I can't finish the puzzle. I'm hoping that, I've never really had a productive doctor's appointment before. Part of the reason why I tend to avoid them. But I'm hoping that today we can make some actual progress. And I really hope that they don't just look at my autoimmune disease and say, obviously that's the cause, right? Because to me, an autoimmune disease with no cure is a symptom. It's a symptom of something. That's my belief. So if autoimmunity is a symptom, my body attacking itself, what is the cause? And I know this hasn't been, figured out by doctors or anything. I'm not really expecting to figure it out myself, but I want to address those factors that aren't autoimmune disease, and potentially I will feel better, and maybe that will help me manage the autoimmune disease better. But at least kind of checking those off the list, I can be certain that that's not the cause, or that's not an issue anymore. And then if I still feel like this, I will continue with addressing it the way I would with my autoimmune disease, right? I would take biologics. And hopefully that helps. But I'm surprised how far it's gotten, how far I've let it get. And I don't think I can even blame it on the fatigue or chronic pain. It is my fault. And it's time to make a change and do something about it. Yeah. So I'm hoping that goes well today. I guess the main things I'm hoping for are that we're going to look for other sources of the problems that I'm having. My thyroid would be one place to look. Sleep apnea would be another. And they don't explain all the symptoms I'm having, but even if I can take out, half or a fraction of the page of symptoms that I'm having, like any one of these symptoms is enough for a normal person to go to the doctor and ask what's wrong with them. But I've somehow gotten used to it, or just lost sight of what healthy feels like. I have nothing to compare it to because it's been going on for so long. Like, I don't remember what it's like to wake up and feel refreshed. I don't remember what it's like to not have pain throughout the day, even doing simple things. And I wish I had done something sooner. But it's too late now. So, well, not too late, but too late to change it now. But I can start now. I can start taking accountability for my health. So it's funny. Back when the world was good, my health started getting bad. Could have dealt with it then. And now, as the world feels like it's falling apart, I'm going to focus on getting my own health better. I don't know. I feel like there's a sense of irony there, but yeah. I almost feel like it's more important now. Because as things get bad, we need to be healthy to prepare for anything that could happen. External factors we can't control. And actually, that could be one of the factors that accounts for things like my stress or anxiety. So it's worth at least mentioning to the doctor, right? I don't want to overload them with a list of things that don't matter, but at the same time, all of these symptoms are things that matter to me. They're all things that I want to get rid of, or manage, or improve. Yeah. I don't know how it's going to go today, but for now I will put that out of my mind. And there's nothing really else on my mind, so it's going to be difficult to talk for the next minute. But I hope everyone else is having a good time in life. And I hope you are also taking accountability for your health and the health of those around you. I know it's really difficult with how things are, especially because it depends on what country you're in, what services you even have available to you. But I hope you're able to take care of yourself. Yeah. Well, have a great day. Bye.